So in this little video, you are going to discover how easy it is to set up a customer chat widget. A widget that allows you to set up something really cool on your website, basically a live chat. Now, we are going to use the Clever Messenger page for this example as well. All you need to do is navigate to the page level by clicking on your page and navigating to the dashboard, then going to the magnet icon again, and then going to customer chat. This redirects you to this page right here, which is the customer chat library, which will hold all your customer chat widgets. Now, I've made a mistake in the past, so what I'm going to do is simply delete this thing right here by clicking on the checkbox and then on delete. Alright, so awesome stuff. What I can do right here as well is change the name and as well edit an existing widget right here. Now, in order to fully demonstrate this to you, I simply am going to create a new customer chat widget by clicking on create new, and I'm naming it new customer chat widget. Then click on OK, and this redirects you to the builder part where you actually build out the entire customer chat. And as you can see right here in the right lower corner, you see a preview of how the chat widget will look like. And as usual, we got 4 steps. We got settings, look, submitted, and install on this thing right here. And we start off with the language again. Now, if I want to change the language of the customer chat widget, I can. So let me demonstrate this to you. Again, I'm going to get the Spanish language right there. It updates, and as you can see, it's now in Spanish. But for demonstration purposes, I'm going to use English, US. There we go. And again, it updates nicely. Now moving on, you can add tags as well. So whenever a person interacts with your widget, the moment they interact with your widget, you can append a tag to that subscriber. So let's do seen or chatted with widget. Something easy like that, which will help you segment your users or subscribers rather later on. Now we got URL parameters here as well to custom fields. There is a bit more explanation below this video. But to give you a quick example, if you are to add a parameter in your URL and you send people over, those will be added as custom fields if you desire to do so. Now we are going to leave this blank, then we are going to move on to display, which allows us to configure the display options of this little thing right there. Now I want to display the widget immediately, but I can actually change it to show an exit intent when a certain percentage of the page is scrolled, when a certain element on the page is reached, or after a number of seconds. Then I can choose to show it to the same visitor again at every visit, never, or after a certain amount of hours have passed, or after a certain amount of days have passed. But for this demonstration, I'm going to simply use it as is and leave it at every visit. I can then choose to display this on mobile and desktop, only on desktop, or only on mobile. Again, I'm going to leave it as is. I want to display this widget on both mobile and desktop. Now moving on, we are going to click on looks right here, which shows you this little section right here. I can choose the loading state, which is basically how this thing will pop up. I can choose between show both the messenger bubble and the greeting dialog. That's basically what you are seeing right now. I can show the messenger bubble only, which is basically this thing only, so people actually need to click on it to open it up, or show the greeting dialog after a delay and then hide it. So basically what this means is this greeting dialog will pop up, but after the delay has passed, it will then be minimized to just the messenger bubble. And then I can choose the color theme. Now let me just open up the chat right here. There we go. I can choose the colored theme, and let's do, for example, a bluish color. Well, it's actually already blue, so let me go with a reddish color. There we go. updates the widget, and it has now this color. Very, very neat stuff. But I actually like the default color that Messenger provides, so I'm going to go with that. Or let me just get this blue right there. Awesome. Choose. Then you can set up the greeting message. So that's that message you've seen earlier once it was not open. So I can specify a message for logged in users and a message for non-logged in users. Well, let me just change this right here. Hey, how can we help you? And then add an emoji. Let's just go with this one right here. And you will see that in the end result in just a bit. Now moving on to the submitted state right here. And this is the flow I actually want to send out once people open up the customer chat widget. Now what we have done right here is actually add a simple checkbox right here which says send flow only once per user. Now basically if you do not check this box, each and every time a person opens up your widget, the flow you specify will be fired right here. However, if you really want to mimic a true conversation, we recommend you to send the flow only once per user. You can check the flow and see if that looks okay. Yeah, seems about right. And I'm going to use the welcome flow for this message again. Seems about right. Now I'm going to install the widget on my page. I'm going to click save. There we go. Awesome stuff. And I can now copy this simple piece of code and place it anywhere on my website. Okay, great. So this is the little demo page I've built, and we are going to add the customer chat to our website. So I'm going to scroll down. Ideally, you want to add this to the footer of your page, or ideally before closing the body tag if you really want to use a specific customer chat widgets, sending out different flows for each and every different page. So all I actually need to do is get a raw HTML form, and I'm going to drop that little piece of code inside that form. Then I'm going to save it. Awesome, content saved. And now I'm going to showcase the actual widget on the page. And boom, we are on the page right now, and as you can already see, the widget already loaded. Now, as you can see, it scrolls down with me, and at any moment in time, I can actually click on chat now and chat with that widget. And as you can see, it has the, hey, how can we help you? The greeting message I've specified earlier. And yeah, let's just chat with it and see if the flow goes out. There we go. Awesome stuff, full with personalization, a menu we can use. And to showcase how this looks for non-logged in users, it simply looks like this. It says, hi, we are here to answer any of your questions you may have. And people can then simply click on chat and it will redirect them to Messenger, and people will be able to log in and they will be redirected to this page where they can interact with your customer chat widget. And this is basically all there is to it. You can set up specific customer chat widgets if you'd like for each and every different page, sending out a different flow of your choosing, making it very, very conversational throughout all of your website and its pages. Now, the moment a person interacts with your widget, with your customer chat widget, they become a subscriber, which is very, very powerful. So even when they leave your website and your pages, the conversation can still continue inside Messenger, which is just really, really powerful. And with that, we conclude the video for the customer chat widget.